What's up? This is Neek Bucks. I want to give a shout out to AllHipHop. My interview dropping soon. Make sure y'all tap in.
What's going on, world? It's your man Chuck Creekmer, aka Jigsaw, here at One World Studios, and we have none other than Harlem's own Neek Bucks in the building. What's going on?
What's the deal?
How you doing?
Happy New Year, King.
Yeah, Happy New Year, man. It's good to meet you finally.
Yeah, man. Likewise, my
Yeah,
bro.
definitely. It's not your first time on All Hip Hop. If I remember, you last time was like 2019, like I guess right before the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know you probably remember that.
Yeah, you know why? Because it be so much things. I be doing so many interviews I be having to do, so many people I stand in front of, that it's hard for me to keep track of it. But what I do know is that you guys definitely supported me in the past.
Yeah, definitely.
For sure.
Still supporting.
Yeah.
So, actually, before we even get into the music, I was told, he's got to get his daughter and things of that sort. You as a father, I always like to highlight, people in hip hop who are, good fathers and everything. And you have a great song called First Love. And I just wanted to, first of all, start with that, just talk about that part of you.
Yeah, I mean, being a dad is like number one priority. I actually put it before music. I put it before everything. I got a better me. I got a little girl, 4-year-old. Her name is Harmony. That's just my twin. I teach her everything I know.
Yeah.
So that's just my main priority above music.
Yeah, that's what's Dave East is on that type of time too.
Yeah,
Definitely. So talk to us. How have you been? Like, just as a human being, like, music is in a different space now. The industry's in a different space. We're in a different space. As people. How have you been, just as a person?
I mean, I'm putting up with it. Everything changed, but you got to change with the time.
Yeah.
And I try to learn something new every day. Try to learn more about myself every day, and I'm just putting up with it.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, definitely. So you have a new album coming out. How many projects have you gotten so far? This is your third?
Man, I've been dropping projects on streaming platforms. Probably my fourth.
Okay.
Fifth project on streaming platform.
Okay.
Yeah.
So talk to us about the new one.
Blessed to the Max.
Yeah.
It's titled Blessed to the Max. We dropping in February. I want to say the beginning, the middle of February, the 10th, I think. And yeah, man, it's just a roller coaster with the project. It's just different flows, different kind of beats. I locked in with Hitmaka, who executive produced the whole album, and it's just something new for me. Yeah.
Is he a mentor? Is that accurate, or is that?
Yeah. That's a friend, a brother, a mentor, everything. Yeah. Producer.
How did y'all get together?
We share the same manager, business partner, Lil Tjay. So he brought us together, and the rest is history.
What's the chemistry like with working with him?
Super hard worker, man. He's a super hard worker, and it just rub off. So working with him, you gotta match his energy, or it just won't work.
Yeah, I remember when he was an artist, rapper back in the day. It was tough. Some of the business was tough on him.
Right.
So seeing him bounce back like that is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's what the greats do.
Yeah.
Bounce back. You know what I'm saying? So once you know how to do that, you're gonna be all right.
Yeah, definitely. Now you're an artist, and let's just keep it New York, but you have you have a good range, like a great range actually, on how you present your artistry. What are you bringing to the table on this project?
So this, I'm just, kind of stepping outside the box. People used to me rapping a certain way. They love my pain music. They love when I talk about the street. This one, I had a little more fun. I'm still talking the same things I'm talking, but this time you're gonna dance a little bit.
Okay.
You know what I mean? This time you're gonna hear me talk about females, in a different light. You're gonna hear me talk the pain. You're gonna hear me tell you everything I've been through over the years.
Right.
So yeah, it's just different production. I think it's better beats. I think it's mixed better. This is my first time really putting out a project that's really mixed and mastered the correct way and pushed. And yeah, it's dope, man. I'm excited about it.
Okay, dope. You had a project called Neighborhood Hove that came out in 2021.
Yep.
That was like a dope project, but I'm not gonna lie, like I feel like a lot of people missed it.
I think so too. I mean, that was a project that I did alone on my own. Just me and the guys getting together and just recording every night. And we came out with that. I ain't even know it was gonna come out like that.
Yeah.
Shout out to everybody who came through for me. You know, G Herbo,
Yeah.
Lil Tjay, Benny. Everybody came through for me, and I ain't expected to come out like that, but it did.
Yeah. No, I was impressed, and I was like, wow, he's got all, every kind of era almost, even with like Benny and TJ and her, they're all very different.
Right.
So it's kind of a feather in your cap.
For sure.
But I did want to know, because I couldn't really see it online, like why that name, Neighborhood Hove?
So the reason why I titled that is because I guess, at that time, the space I was in with it was, I was listening to a lot of Hove. It was the kind of, we recorded that in the pandemic. I caught on the Hove like real late. My big bro put me on.
Okay.
And then when I really got a chance to, watch everything about him, his come up and how, everything he went through, staying down with his team, hard to get his situation, people really wasn't really gravitating to his first kind of flow and everything he went through. It was real similar. It was real similar to me and how I look at myself. And on top of that, we the biggest to do it where I'm from. Right. So that's where the neighborhood come from. You get what I'm trying to say? So yeah.
And then my second thought was Nip. I thought of Nipsey.
Yeah.
And you have a song on there, and correct me if I'm wrong, but do you kind of rhyme in his cadence a little bit?
Not on Neighborhood Hove. Nah, I got one on El Barrio too.
Okay,
that's called Loaded.
Okay.
That I kind of like rapping his cadence. I was definitely inspired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever get to meet Nip?
I did.
Yeah, how was that?
I did. It was dope. I didn't get a chance to really pick his brain. That's one thing I regret. Cause like a lot of people, more people really recognize what he had going on when he passed. Yeah. At the time, I feel like nobody really appreciated him as much. But that's one thing I regret, was being able to really have a full blown conversation and pick his brain.
Yeah, definitely. What would you say for you is the state of the culture in New York City? I think, and I'll be honest with myself, like I'll be like, man, I want New York to a full blown comeback type of thing. I'm not saying no one's here is talented or anything like that, but it feels different. Maybe it's more equity in the game right now. But
yeah,
what are your thoughts?
I feel like with the drill music emerging, right? I think that it affect like who's coming up after me, the youth. These little niggas live what they rap. A lot of people got murdered, behind the music. A lot of people still getting hurt behind the music. I love the music. I love how it sounds, but I just feel like the violence should just, stop a little bit. And I mean, we made a comeback though. I feel like New York start like created a sound that people use all over now.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So we came back, but just in a different way.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact. As far as your, it's funny. I was just kind of doing like what you call research, and I'm always studying. Who's gonna be the next. I hate to say the next Jay or the next 50. I don't like comparing like that. It's not fair, but I'm the next. You know what I'm saying? But as far as your career, I feel like you have the qualities artistically to possibly be that.
Yeah, of course, 100%. I definitely want to pave my own lane. I don't want to be like any of them guys. I love what them guys did. I love everything that they brought to the table. 50 actually the reason why I rap. He inspired me to do music. Okay. But I definitely want to pave my own, name and career out. And I do have everything it takes. I got the personality. I got the smarts. I got the, the aggressiveness. I'm not no pushover. I'm not a rat. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm morally, I'm great. You know what I'm saying? So that's just things that top me being a dope artist. Right. And the music come like directly after that. You know what I'm saying? But I just feel like personality matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a fact. Do you ever want to act or anything?
Yeah, in the future.
I could see you on BMF.
Yeah.
I think you could be on BMF. I don't know. You just,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. I definitely want to act. That's something that I want to do.
Well, let's just go to it. There was and I'm not gonna say what it is. I think you probably know what it is, but there was a moment in your life where you decided to take music more seriously. And it was like a traumatic experience. But can you talk to us about that a little bit? Like,
so with that situation, I got shot in the head in 2011. Still living with the bullet in my head. I feel like a lot of times, you know, people take their traumatic experiences and try to base their career off of it, right? So I kind of like shy away from it.
Yeah.
And on top of that, you know, a girl lost her life, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I feel like a family suffered kind of way more than me for me to come up here on these platforms and try to make people feel bad for my situation. Cause I'm blessed, you know what I'm saying? I was able to live. I'm living with the bullet in my head. I was able to start a career.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I was able to have a beautiful kid, you know, family. So yeah, I was shot in the head. You know, wrong place, wrong time. I was supposed to be in school. I ended up cutting school, doing some other things, and you know, I ended up getting hit. But yeah, I walked away from it, man. I didn't go to the hospital for it.
Right.
I found out that I was shot 3 years later when I went to go get like X-rays for a nasal condition or whatever, and they told me like, yeah, you got metal in your head, you got a bullet in your head, and that's how I first found out. Yeah.
Wow. How come you didn't? I mean, did they say it's just best to keep it there now?
Yeah. So what they said that since it's been so long, my muscles and tissue and all that built a coat around it.
Gotcha.
So it's a part of me now. Some days it bothered me. I be wanting to remove it, but I don't think I could.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you. Did that change your outlook on life? I mean, you obviously didn't know you were shot immediately, but even getting grazed or shot at, or even that could impact how you look at things. Did that change how you? Did you change?
No, I changed everything. It changed how I move. I hated the fact that I couldn't take control over the situation. So now, I move like being able to take control over the situation. Like that can't happen without, you know, me being able to do something more. Maybe I feel like I could have saved somebody. I could have saved myself. So
yeah,
it just changed the way I move. I just like to take over the situation now.
Yeah. Okay. A lot of artists nowadays, you know, Nipsey, Dolph, others as well. I'm not going to name too many more, but you know, they end up passing, unfortunately, in their own neighborhoods. Some of those cases, it's a lapse in security or things of that sort. Do you move different? Like, I mean, even Lil Tjay, like his situation was unfortunate in that regard. Do you take these things into consideration in your day to day, like as an artist?
I do. It's always noted, but I kind of also still move freely. I'm like, it's two different kind of champs. It's Muhammad Ali and it's Floyd Mayweather. Like, if you know what I mean. And I'm more like the Ali. Like, you know what I mean? Could go. I still go through these. You get what I'm trying to say, right? You get where I'm going with it. Yeah. So I kind of move.
Fan, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of move like that. Yeah, me too. I kind of move like that. Still kind of humble. It's noted. It's noted though. Everything you saying, like everybody who passed away, and it's noted. I feel like, you know, there's a lot of haters out there. You know what I mean? And you just gotta be easy. You gotta watch yourself. Yeah. Trust your instincts.
That's a fact. Now, you know, Wiz is a guy. You know, he used to be a young dude, right? Like he actually kind of sort of got his start on AllHipHop, believe it or not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. You could even ask him; he'll tell you. And he, you know, the thing I like about Wiz is that when he got that look, he ran with it, and and he never looked back. I mean, he's still come back. He's come back to interview with us, but in terms of being a success, he was like a rocket. But you recently collaborated. Yeah. How was that? Like, how was it working with him?
Man, he actually we didn't record the song together.
Okay.
He recorded the verse. He sent it back to me. And then we got up for the video. And man, it was like we recorded it together. It was just, you know, the energy was dope. He definitely changed my perspective on things. You know, he saw a piece of life. You know what I mean? Great father. You know what I'm saying? Just living, and it was dope, man. I love Wiz for sure.
Yeah. Another artist I love is Benny.
Yeah, that's my guy. Benny took me on tour with him.
Okay.
First time ever on tour was with Butch. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. And you know, that whole movement. And it kind of brought me back. I don't know why I keep saying this, but you know, I was like, yo, does he have a crew? Like, does he have a movement? Have you started anything like that? Like,
yeah, the name of my crew, the doctor actually gave it to me when I found out I was shot. So it's called Here for a Reason, H4.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So yeah, that's where the name come from. The doctor was like, yo, you here for a reason. Like she just randomly said that, and that shit stuck with me. So I kept it, man. Yeah, but that's the movement. Okay. H4, Here for a Reason.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So do you have other artists in it? What
Not
is
yet, not yet. We kind of still building the brand up. I feel like the more I build myself, the more I build the brand, and I'm definitely going, link with other artists soon and just try to help make other people's dream come true.
yeah.
Cause we all here for a reason. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
definitely. It sounds almost like it's more than just rap. Is
Yeah,
that
yeah, 100%,
yeah.
100%,
Okay.
100%.
Somebody else you affiliated with that I go way back is Jim Jones.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did he impact your
Yeah, Jim. I came in the game with Jim. Jim brought me in as Jim told me, it was bigger than my block. You know what I mean? He came out his pockets, put me on flights, took me all over, showed me different things. Put me in the studio, did multiple songs with me, videos. So I'm forever appreciative of him. I always hold him, to a high platform because, in this game, all you need is somebody to believe in you. You know what I mean? And he was the first one too.
Yeah, man. When I was broke, like when I originally moved to New York, which was over 20 years ago, he gave me like a ride home. I used to write real heavy, and I did an article on Dipset, and he was the one that went the extra step, like took me home in his dope truck and all that. I was like, yo,
that's what he do, man.
Yeah.
I got plenty. I hear plenty of stories of things he did. He a good person. Sometimes misunderstood. I think that's why me and him clicked. Cause we the same way. Sometimes misunderstood, but definitely good people.
Yeah. So what's your writing process, man? When I hear the lyrics, when I hear the bars, I feel those bars. Like I feel, like you said, pain sometimes, but honesty seems to be like reoccurring to me. What's your creative process?
Man, I haven't wrote a rap like physically in years.
Okay.
And I got I got my writing process from Jim.
Okay.
Like, have you ever seen them record?
Nah, it's been I don't know if I've ever been in the studio with him recording.
So what he do is we smoke, he go to sleep, doze off, right? Knocked out, we all work, he wake up and just record a dope ass verse.
Yeah.
So my process was, I'm not writing down my raps no more because if I write them, I'm gonna get left out. So it might be somebody might be in the studio, Kevin Gates might be there, somebody might be there, and I want to get on the song.
Right.
But if I take too long, they're gonna move on. So that's how I got my process of not writing my raps, just coming off the head, you know what I'm saying? And everything I've been through the day, whatever I'm going through, and just lay that shit down.
So you like go a line and punch back in and
Yeah,
stuff?
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uncle Murder's the first person I saw who did that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all them projects you heard, Neighborhood Hove, none of that is jotting down.
Wow.
That's all just.
That's impressive. Because usually I can hear it. Usually when someone does that, I can hear it. So I can honestly say you probably the first person I couldn't tell.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
Yeah, definitely. So, I don't think you did this last time, but if you did, we'll do it again. One thing we try to do with All Hip Hop, we try to get people's top 5 dead or alive, who their favorites are, who influenced them. It doesn't have to be, who's the greatest of all time or anything. It could be just who influenced you the most.
Right. Is it does it have to be in order? Big.
Okay.
I love Big. Man.
So wait. So do you tell your age? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm 28.
Okay. You're 28. Yeah. Okay. So what was it about Big that?
See, that's not my era.
Yeah,
but
course.
I heard him later and cadences. How a street rapper could make songs.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Big just made them joints. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to him the other day. I was listening to Warning, and that shit was like crazy. Like for me, like to really dial into everything he was saying, the breath, how he could hold his breath, and how that shit was just crazy to me. But yeah, Big, 50 inspired me to rap. Jay, I'm a Meek Mill. That's my era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, I saw something about Meek and you said he don't I don't want to misquote you, but that y'all kind of heard each other or something, or you heard him or he heard you, something like that.
Nah, I don't think that was me.
Oh, okay.
But Meek know of me. He heard me.
Yeah.
I heard him. But he's more my era. I watched Meek come up.
Yeah.
Like on it. So it's like watching somebody come from that to that is just like crazy to me. So Meek and Jadakiss.
Yeah.
Kiss.
I was listening to Kiss today. That Khaled, that that interlude on Khaled's new album.
Yeah, that's my 5 too. That's not me trying to be politically correct. Like
Right.
I don't people get on these platforms and try to be politically correct.
Right.
But nah, that's my 5. Word.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What kind of things do you want to do in the future, like coming up?
Man, I want to do a lot. I want to do like, you see how you was talking about acting and stuff like that. I want to do like a production company named after my dad. You know what I mean? That's something we used to talk about.
Okay.
So I want to do that. I want to like do a production company. I want to, help other artists, dreams come true.
Okay.
I want to learn how to make beats.
Okay.
And I want to be a DJ too.
What? A DJ? Okay. DJs get paid, so I ain't even going. I ain't going
I'm
front.
trying to learn how to DJ. I love music so much. I love different kind of music. So that's just something. I'm not trying to get on with it.
Yeah.
But it's just something I want to do though. I want to learn how to do it. Like,
yeah. What kind of other music do you like?
R&B. I love R&B.
Okay.
My dad saw a lot of old school music, so I know all like the oldies and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I could mix it up. I could do a hip hop and R&B joint.
Yeah,
like.
definitely. So did your pops pass away?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. My pops passed from COVID. Yeah.
My condolences. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's all good.
Yeah. So what was your dad's favorite song? Do you know?
I don't. I just know my dad.
Who he liked.
Yeah, I think, if I'm not mistaken, one of them that I can remember is Gladys Knight. And the Pips. Midnight Train to Georgia.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. Shout out to your pops, man, for real. One other thing I was thinking about with you was like, in this day and age, right, social media comes into play. And we have a lot of people acting out or, trying to light up the algorithm. Mm-hmm. Do you ever get tempted to do things like that? Or like, I haven't.
When you say that, what you mean? Like go online and do like?
Either, it could be beefs. It could be trying to be a comedian. Like some rappers be, on their funny stuff, which is okay. I'm not mad at that. But I mean, it just seems sometimes it's out of character or, and I'm not even trying to put a bad connotation on it. I'm just saying like, it just seems like people do a lot to get attention, basically. Yeah,
I mean, sometimes that be who they are. Like it'd be like they always wanted to do that, so they finally doing it, bringing themselves out. Right. I think everybody coming to the game with a coat on, trying to be like, you know what I mean? For me, nah, my mind is always no gimmicks. Like there ain't no gimmicks with me. I don't feel like I got to get on there and do anything extra. There's no gimmicks. I feel like who I am and the music's gonna speak for itself. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. So that's my approach.
Okay. You mentioned earlier, sort of not being a brat. I think Rico came up. What are your thoughts on like that part of the game where it seems like a lot of artists are getting caught up? Some may not be able to stand up to those situations and things of that nature. You mentioned people live in it as well. And then a lot of times the consequences, they not, some do, but some don't.
I feel like a lot of these guys that's from the streets, right? They once believed in the code or the moral of not telling on nobody. I think they're given so much money and fame, girls, and they forget. You know what I mean? Right. So when you giving all of this and they take it all away from you, right? You want that. Like you don't want to lose what you just had. Right. You know how I feel to be at the bottom, so you don't want to go back there. Right. So I feel like they do things to, save themselves. Yeah. Me, nah, I would never do anything to save myself. Right. Like you know what I mean. If I know what I'm into, if I know what we were into, what we conspired to do, or you gotta hold it down. You gotta take whatever come with that. Yeah. Yeah, and I think people forget that. Yeah.
A dude I know, Saari. He has a song called Rico. You should listen to it. It's a good record. It's a good record. But there's a line in there, and it basically says something along the lines is, if you get hit with that Rico and you're a millionaire, you're basically telling.
Yeah. For sure, because it's nobody want that taken from them. That's why you shouldn't do it. You can't mix both. Right. Like that's stupid. Like even 50, I watched 50 and Yayo interview, and Yayo say, we not gang. Like 50, that's one thing. G-Unit was never affiliated with no Blood or Crips.
Yeah, right.
Cause
yeah,
he already pushing the narrative. He already, bulletproof vests, guns. Once you a gang, forget about it.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I don't understand how people with all these millions still want to be affiliated with gang. It just show who they are.
yeah.
Like you should. I'm the guy. Like I'm the guy. I don't need the gang. I'm the guy. Like
yeah, yeah.
you get what I'm trying to say? Like
Yeah.
it ain't. I don't. We not doing it. I'm the guy. Like
Yeah.
so. I feel like when people got all that money, you can't mix both, man. You just walk straight. That's what we did this shit for, right?
Right. Why are we doing it
Yeah.
when we're rich? That don't even make sense.
That shit is out. Soon as you in the public eye and that shit is out.
Yeah, definitely.
Or
if you could change one thing about hip hop, what would you change? Except for that.
That's a good question, man. I think people should get on being themselves. I think that the labels or whoever, are in power shouldn't, give these kids that aren't being themselves too much opportunity. Because, everything go wrong.
Yeah.
When you signing these guys that's not themselves and
Right.
you know what I mean, they portraying something else. So I just think that should change. If I could change that.
I like
let people be themselves. For real though.
Yeah, I like that a lot.
For real. It'll be a better industry, a better place, less beefs. See, every time you turn around, it's a beef. You know what I mean? I think it'd be less of that if it was more people being themselves.
When would you say you fell in love with hip hop? If you ever did, I don't assume. I know my generation.
So when did I fall in love with hip hop? When G-Unit came out.
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. That was
For sure.
That was a good era.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, man. I might be showing my age a little bit.
Nah, it's all shit, man.
We was like, damn, we was like living it. And yo, here's the thing. We did a barbecue with G-Unit. And the cops was all over that drink. Like, it was the biggest headache. And they were in, they were, plain clothes, whatever. But you knew. I think they even called us. Like, it was a headache. And then like 50 would show up to our events. Like, so for example, the game, we did an event with the game. And 50 just showed up unannounced. Luckily,
were they cool at this time?
No, not at all. So 50 would do just wild stuff like that. Luckily, the game didn't show up. And I think Chameleonaire replaced him. He's an artist from Houston.
Yeah, I know. I remember Chameleonaire.
Yeah. So anyway, 50, he's crazy.
Yeah, for sure. That's why I love him, man.
Yeah, crazy, super crazy. So hip hop turns 50 this year. It's like crazy. I know I have my perspective, but what's your perspective on that?
It's dope. Me and hip hop got the same birthday too. I want to put that on.
August 11th.
Yep.
Oh
yeah,
snap!
Going on the same day as hip hop.
That's crazy.
But yeah, 50 is crazy. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's what's up. 50 is what's up.
Yeah.
50 is what's up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope.
So you're gonna be celebrating your birthday on the same day all these crazy celebrations are going on here in the city too.
So this year they doing crazy celebrations for. Oh, that's what's up.
Yes, I mean when you're on your birthday, it's gonna be an unprecedented amount of hip hop celebrations going on.
Of course,
you got to get on somebody's stage. I know,
that's my day should be appreciated like that. Man,
It's your day.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. All right. My birthday falls on the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, all right.
So I'm like on that same type of time.
Yeah, for sure. You got to, man. Wear that
day
shit.
Of the year is my day. Yeah.
Wear that shit.
No doubt. Yo, man, I'm glad you pulled up to One World, man. Was able to, share some of your time with us.
Yeah, man. Thank you for having me.
I know your PR over here wanted us to probably mention the album release date. Did you want to tell us?
Yeah, because I was
album release. February 17th.
I'm all over with it. I don't know when I'm dropping.
See, his album's in Aquarius, right? So we jumping all like that. But
February 17th, we dropping. It's gonna be one of the hottest shits out. New York ain't hear nothing like this in a while from a young nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like coming up, you know what I mean? Everybody that drop shit like this is already kind of established. I'm coming up. I'm bringing new energy. I'm bringing that New York shit back. You know what I mean? And it's going to be one of the dopest projects. Blessed to the Max. The title is self-explanatory. You know what I mean? It's something everybody can relate to. And shit, I look forward to hearing what everybody got to say about it. Or for sure.
Definitely tap in with you. For sure.